good? It's Max. we got a good one today. Today we're gonna be talking about this guy, Major Incel. Everyone has been talking about it, and it seems that he doubled back on his bullshit because he privated all his videos. But you probably can't find it. I'll push the link of the re-uploaded video in the description. But today we're gonna be talking about this guy who thinks women aren't real. Let's continue. So this guy's name is Nuance Now. Apparently before YouTube he had a TikTok, and apparently he got himself banned for saying the same shit on YouTube on there. And TikTok being very, very strict on very strict on everything being PC and everything being very MPC liked. This is very much a good ban. This is very much a good ban because what he said is very stupid. But today we're going to be breaking down the video that is women are not real. And again, I'm using a re-upload because he privated all his videos because he couldn't handle the smoke. Let's take a little bit of clips of this re-uploaded and talk about that.
Women are the physical manifestation of sensory perception.
So first off, before we go further in the video, he does this thing where he tries to be smarter than he actually is. Says a lot of big words like sensory perception, manifestation, all that type of stuff. He tries to sound smart, try to make the common man think that his words are more smarter than they actually are. But in reality, it's just him saying stuff so that people can get drawn into to think that he knows what he's talking about and all that stuff. But in reality, it's just him just saying stuff, hoping for people to understand him, and just him just trying to reach something out of his ass that it really isn't there.
In the same sense that when your senses are overloaded in any particular way, whether they're overloaded with pleasure or overloaded with pain, if your senses keep receiving that same stimulus over and over, you are not going to have as strong of a reaction to that same stimulus.
And there he is again, saying stuff in a bigger way so people can think that he's smart, when actually, in reality, it can be said in a very easier way. He's trying to say that if you look at women for too long, you're going to lose that sensation that you first had when you first talked to women. Basically saying that, it's like when you watch porn. You watch porn and then you watch it so many times that you feel like, oh hey, this is the real stuff, right? And then once you finally touch that woman that you finally get in bed with, essentially it's not going to be there. You feel like you've seen it all, done it all, but then in reality you can't get your thing up. You can't keep it up, and that's it. That situation is done. You failed. But you see how I said it in an easier way? He's trying to say it so that he can sound smarter and then pull that guy who has been desperate for female attention in and make him into what he is, an incel.
In this same sense, being that women are the physical manifestations of this phenomenon, that is why women's value must be preserved. They can't be trusted to handle anything of greater responsibility, anything of greater importance than daily household chores and taking care of babies. Not taking care of children, taking care of babies. Because once babies turn into children, that's when the psychological development comes into place, which far exceeds the capabilities that women are able to provide for the child.
And right there is the tippity top of the dumbness that he's spewing. Apparently, that women's values don't need to be important or utilized, and they really are only here for household cleaning and taking care of babies, and not babies. Not only babies, because once that baby becomes a kid, they're not psychologically prepared to, take care of that kid. Now, me going to college for psychology, I know very well that women can actually take care of kids. Pretty much, kid needs both a mom and a dad to be that psychological, importance in their life, so that they know what, that, so that the man goes, if the kid is a guy, if the kid is a boy, the man is there to, and the dad is there to, raise that boy up to be a better man than the dad was, or be as great as the dad, and the mom to teach him how to, treat women once they get older. Or if it's a girl, the girl, for the dad to, know who to trust as a man, and for the girl to know how for the girl to trust the mom how to be a, good woman for the people out there. But for him to say, oh, women just can't be handled with kids. Honestly, let me give a real example. My mom taught me how, taught me a lot of, how to be tough. You probably thought that my dad also did, but mostly because my mom was the handy one. She was the one who did all the DIYs and woodwork and all that stuff. How to she was the one refixing chairs and all that stuff. She was the one doing stuff with the tools, while my dad was there. If there was something broken, he would call someone. My mom was the one who had the tools to fix stuff. Like when my glasses are broke, she was the one who welded it together. If chairs broke, she was the one who welded it together. If there was something, she would fix it. So for him to say that women can't physically or psychologically take care of kids because they're not mentally prepared to do it, it's very asinine.
But going back to the value preservation, women's value has to be preserved while a man's value has to be created. Women are born with inherent value, men are born with no value, or next to no value.
And I feel like right there is when we can just stop this whole video, because that's pretty much the cherry on top of his whole video. The reason why he just made it, because he thinks that he has no value in this world. He thinks that men are just, put on this earth to, put seed into women. A baby comes out, and then they're just treated like a piece of meat for the rest of life. And that's, for some people, you can say that, because it's the people like this, the people like these, it's not just the incels, it's the extreme feminists that are like this, people that think that people that men are, they're like, no one cares about men, that men have no feelings, so that we can just treat them like trash, which is totally not the case. Sometimes, there are some women out there that think that men, who, since men don't show emotions, that we get to treat them any way they want. They aren't important. And there's some men out there that think that women just don't care about us, so we shouldn't care about them. They all hate us, and that's far from the point. Everyone has values. It's just that you have to show that you have value in your life. If you think so. If you're like this guy, if you think that that you can just, how do I put this? If you think that if you just go around, parading that, men are you are just, we're how do I say it? What was the word? Scrutinized. Men are scrutinized and put down in society because we have power and women want to be in power. That's not it. It's just that you yourself can't handle putting work into yourself, showing and trying to groom yourself so that you can be of value to society. Because no one is just automatically given a downside in society. You have to actually put work into making yourself worth putting into the society and giving some value to your life. You can't just blame another gender for your downside because apparently you can't wash yourself correctly, or you can't put simple deodorant on, or you feel like the woman who's way out of your league won't talk to you because you're ugly. By the way, you're not. By the way, this man that we're making a video about isn't ugly. He looks pretty decent, and that's not gay because I'm not saying that it's not gay to call a man handsome. I'm just calling it, he looks decent enough. Like, you know, he looks like someone that girls would like. But apparently, since he has a personality of a fucking brick, he doesn't understand that he feels like just women just don't like him because he's ugly, and he's not. It's just that he has a bad personality. That's mostly what these incels and extreme feminists are. They just have very bad personalities and this victim mentality to think that other people just don't like them because they're ugly, or they just hate men, women. Oh, I just have to get that out. And the reason why I'm just so passionate about this video is because I was kind of like that during, like, you know, I think sophomore year, junior year, something first half junior year, when I feel like when I got rejected for the second time, you know, I was like, man, just I don't know, I'm such a nice guy. I feel like just why won't women give me a chance? And I was like, it's not just being nice. You just gotta try again. You know, you just gotta, you know, you can't just blame the other gender for your downfall. You gotta fix yourself. You know, yeah, you gotta find what's wrong, and then, you know, fix upon that, and then the next time you can try again, and then maybe it will work and all that stuff. But yeah. Just end the video because I'm not going off this video. I don't want to give this guy attention and all that stuff, even though you probably won't find his channel. But yeah, just end the video. By the way, this is gonna be a last video for a long time because I'm gonna, you know, moving into campus for, you know, the school year and all that stuff. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that stuff. Mox out.